What's up, y'all? Welcome to It's Cooking with Fannyb00. Today we're going to be making my so fresh fusion fish tacos. So what I've got here, let's start by preheating a pan. You want to do it on medium low. We have 2 tablespoons of oil. You can use any oil that you want. Make sure you preheat that oil before you put the salmon in here. My cut of salmon has skin on it, so we are going to be cooking it with the skin and removing the skin towards the end. So while this heats up, we're going to make our sauce. So I have 2 tablespoons of honey. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of orange juice, and 2 tablespoons of garlic. There we go. So if you have a whisk, you can go ahead and use a whisk in a bigger bowl, but something like this is totally fine. Just give it a nice little stir. And we're going to put the salmon on here. Make sure your skin is dry so it doesn't stick. And skin side down. Go ahead and leave that in there just like that for 7 to 8 minutes. Basically 3/4 of the way cooked to however you want it. So if you want it medium rare, do a little less. If you want it cooked all the way through, do a little more. Alright, so we're about 2 minutes in, and we're going to use half of our sauce that we've created and pour that right over the salmon. Just half is good. We're going to save the rest for later. And just go ahead and leave the salmon. It's going to do what it's going to do. And we're going to create a slaw that we're going to put on our tacos that actually is really good. So I have about a cup of red cabbage chopped, about half a cup, 3/4 cup cilantro chopped, a 1/4 cup of red onion chopped, half a cup of tomatoes. I have half of an avocado. It yields about half a cup. You can use mandarin oranges or tangerines. I cut up a cutie. And I have half of a jalapeno. I say that's about a 1/4 cup. So use that same fork is fine. I'm going to give that a little stir. Look how colorful that is. Love it. Alright, our slaw is nice and ready, so go ahead and set that aside. I have preheated another little smaller pan just so we can heat up these tortillas. If your glaze is starting to get a little dark on there, don't worry about it. If it's a little smoky, it's going to happen. We're not using the skin anyways, so go ahead, let it run through for your minutes before you flip it. And that gives us just enough time to heat up. I have 12 tortillas. Doesn't matter how many. You could do that, you could do less, do some later, whatever. About 9 minutes past, it's time to flip this baby. So get up under there. There you go. Nice and easy. We're still warming up our tortillas. That needs about 3 minutes, and then it'll be ready to get off the skin and put in our tacos. Alright, so go ahead and turn that fire off on the salmon. Get up under it like this. I'm going to move it onto a plate. And it needs to cool off just a little bit. We're going to peel the skin off, put the rest of our dressing on there, and we'll be good to go. Alright, so give it about 5 minutes. Your salmon should be cool. See how easily that skin just peels right off. And what we're going to do now is just break it down. Oops. Break it down in there. See how it's just tender, it just falls apart. That's the point of cooking it on the skin side. It keeps that tenderness locked in. So break it on down. And we're going to add the rest of our unused marinade to this. Then we're ready to layer it all up into our tacos. Here's the rest. Pour that in there. Give it a nice little toss. So you ensure every single bite has some flavor. And that's it. We're ready to put our tacos together. So there you have it, my So Fresh fusion fish tacos. Go ahead and whip those up for your Taco Tuesday.